Hello and welcome to another video from Sustenance Uncovered, the only channel you need to not only survive the current apocalypse but actually enjoy it. And today's little video is going to be a response to a tag. And for those of you who are not familiar what that means is inside this little YouTube community, from time to time somebody will pose a question of one person. They'll tag, well, maybe 2 or 3 people, and those people each are going to have to tag somebody. And just keep this question going as long as you can. And I was tagged by I'm a Survivor on the River. And I guess I'm going to tag my friend Wilford. Mostly because he don't have a computer or a camera. And it's not going to put him under any pressure that I'm doing this. But anyhow, I thought about it. You know, this is one of them things where if I was to answer this question honestly, somebody gives me $100, I put it in the bucket with all my other $100. And then when I get enough, I buy what I need. Never buy what I want. But there are stipulations. Say someone gives me $100 and said, you got to buy something for yourself right now, which is probably more what I'm supposed to respond to. This is it. And the reason being is well, in the fall, I guess, winter and fall down here for about 6 months, every month, when I get my check in my bank account, the first thing I do is I take $100 out and I go buy trees. I might buy 2 $50 trees. I might buy 4 $25 trees, fruit trees and nut trees. But it's not that time of year. Otherwise, this would be a real easy video to make. It's spring, and down here it's already getting hot. The trees are already blooming. So if you put something in the ground, that means you got to be a slave to watering that thing 2 times a day for the rest of the spring and half the summer. And I don't do that, because I know I'm not going to do it. However, this is associated with trees, because that's about what my life's about. I got 600 fruit and nut trees now, and pretty much all I ever use around here is hand pruners, loppers, shovels, saws, things of that nature. And I really have too many of these already. I got 4 of these. But I didn't want to say shovels, because I got 8 shovels. That being the case, this is it. And when I say this, I mean this exact thing you see in my hand. It's a Fiskars 3X Power Gear lopper. And this one here happens to be around 26 inches long. It's a little bit short of 26 inches, so I don't know how they measure those things. Now, the reason I can only use 1 shovel, and I can only use 1 loppers, and I guess if I was out there and broke my loppers or broke my shovel, it'd be good to have another one, but you really don't need 8. We're headed into a time where this is going to be one of the most versatile things that you could use. You know, you can use this to build shelters. You can use it to prune your fruit trees. You can use it to cut trails. Now, shovels got a lot of uses like that too. But I think if I was to pick one over the other, it would be this. And like I said, I've got too many shovels. Now, there are people that stockpile things, and I stockpile things like rifles and ammo and traps and loppers. And I think a lot of people stockpile things because they want something to barter with. Here's the problem with that. Barter has never existed. Never on this planet. Now, I'm not telling you that no human in history has ever traded something for something else. But as a system, barter never existed. In indigenous tribes, human beings always just give freely the things they have. If they make if they have a blanket and they make a new blanket, normally they would take the older blanket and give it to one of their children for a wedding present or something. But the only thing close to barter is what we got right here, where people are constantly picky about how many pennies and dollars and pence and pounds and ruples and all that everything costs, and they're constantly trying to negotiate a better deal. That is from empire. When empires come in, they completely take away the system of freely giving, and they replace it with a monetary system. Then when you go to school, they explain that there was some kind of transition from freely giving to a monetary system, which isn't true. Now, the closest that I can come to using this for barter is if someone comes to my house after the collapse, and they'll be coming because even though most of my food is hidden, I've got this front yard and everybody can see what's out there, and it's loaded with trees. I've got about 600 fruit and nut trees here, and about 100 of them are clearly visible from the road. People will be coming here. They'll be looking for eggs. They'll be looking for chickens. They'll be looking for fruit. And I think what I'm going to do is just tell them, I'll give this to you, but you have to promise me something. I've got 2 acres here, and my true acres looks like the Garden of Eden. I'm surrounded by 250 acres that looks like some kind of industrial hell. Doesn't produce any food. I'm going to give them their eggs, give them their chicken, give them their fruit, and give them some pruners. And I'm going to tell them that unless they start making their place look like my place, they're not going to get any more food. It's just a good option. Fiskars, Power Gear, cuts 3 times easier. You could get 5 of these. Oh, and here's something I forgot. When I went to see how much these things cost, you can get 2 of these from Amazon for $100. Or you can get 3 of these from Lowe's for $100. Or you can actually get 5 of these from Home Depot. And the ones from Home Depot, it's the exact same loppers, but it's got a saw built into the handle. So you're out there lopping, you get to something that's bigger than what the blades are built for. You got a saw already built in. You just pull it out, saw your little thing, put it back in there. You're not having to carry something on your pocket. But in any case, yep, that's it. 5 of these, $100. That's my choice. Wilford, you're tagged.